Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Corey Johnson, and welcome to Relationship Management. Today's topic is going to be about pleading. I am going to explain and give you some differences and teach you on what to do. And this is to help both male and female, what to do. A lot of time a lady may mess up, and the man will usually tell you off and give you a piece of his mind, and he have his mind made up. And a lot of these men, after they get you saying what they have to say, they don't hear nothing that you have to say, because they be like, my decision is final and you can't tell me nothing else. First of all, gentlemen, you're gonna have to step it down a notch off of your high horse. You can't. It's unfair to do that, because you have to give a lady a chance to plead. Most ladies, they have this they're egotistical, and they have an I don't give a care attitude, and they don't plead and they don't beg and they don't chase. But they got some ladies that have a good heart that want to plead with you. And this is how you plead, ladies. I'm teaching you what to do. First of all, if you cheated on him, you know what I mean, he can't forgive you. You can forget about pleading. That's out. There's no bargaining or negotiating with that. But if you messed up in a different way, first of all, you're gonna have to openly admit to him that you don't have to say, look, I'm sorry I did that. I admit that I was wrong, and I can assure you that will never ever happen again. And you have to tell him, I understand you. I understand your feelings. I respect your feelings, and I know that you are hurt. And I'm going to make sure that I never hurt you like that ever again. And I want you to know also that I respect your mind. You see, I'm teaching you where to take it, ladies. That's you're going to get to him. You understand? You are hitting his emotions whenever you talk to him like that. Basically, you tell him you are right about what you say. And I'm very embarrassed about it, and I feel bad that I've, treated you that way. That's pleading. You are going overboard to explain how sorry you are. Even if you have to criticize yourself as I'm such a fucking loser for doing that to you. Whenever you start showing humiliation, that's when remorse kick in. Because you're willing to suffer yourself for calling yourself a loser. And you are showing him remorse. He's feeling now that you are showing true remorse whenever you are willing to put yourself down by stepping off of your high horse. Ladies. And gentlemen, you have to give a lady a chance to talk to you. Once you say what you had to say, I don't want you no more, it's over with, give her a chance to talk. Don't just block her out. Don't cut her off. Give her a chance to say what she had to say. Understand? Because what she have to say to you, even after you made your mind up, whatever a woman have to say to you, it matters. Okay? It matters to her. Let her. It's obviously if a woman still wants to explain herself to you after you made your mind up, she's crazy about you. That's why she's coming. She loves you. Okay? So you give her a chance to say what she had to say. And you giving her a chance to plead, because if you just humble yourself, gentlemen, and let her talk, just let her speak, I guarantee you, 9 out of 10, it's really gonna make a difference. And you're gonna see a brand new person in a woman, and you're gonna know that she's sincere. And you're gonna know that she's worthy of forgiveness. Now, ladies, this is the worst mistake that you can make. After your man tell you it's over with and you have nothing else to tell him, if you say, well then, I'm not gonna tell him nothing. I'm just gonna disappear. That's the worst mistake of your life. Because a lot of people do that. I'm gonna give you an example. Like a family have their ups and downs, and one person might tell someone off in their family, you understand? And then their family don't respond after that rebuke, And that's the worst mistake you can make, is to just be quiet about it and don't say nothing. Speak up for yourself after you've been rebuked. Don't just be a coward. Because if you really love the person, you're going to say, look, what you said was right. And I'm sorry that, that I hurt you that way. It's very important that you have to give a person props whenever they're right. Because if you just be quiet, you can lose out your blessing. You can lose the best thing that's ever happened to you. And no matter if it's a relationship or family, you have to talk. If the person is right that has rebuked you, you're going to have to write that person back and say, look, I'm very sorry. You know what I'm saying? That I've hurt you, and you are right. So pleading is very important, See, ladies, when you're pleading with your boyfriend, it means to beg him or make an intense emotional appeal or request for something you want very much. The language is often urgent and serious, used when other forms of persuasion have failed, And the key aspects of pleading with someone, is an earnest request, It is an appeal made in a very sincere or serious way. Emotional intensity. It involves strong emotions, often bordering on desperation or being, as opposed to a casual request, a persuasion or an argument, / argument. You use arguments or persuasion to convince the other person to see your point of view or grant your request. The urgency. It is typically used in situations where the matter is important or time sensitive. Seeking concession. The goal is to make the other person give in, change their mind, or grant mercy, forgiveness. For example, a person might plead with their boyfriend to reconsider a decision to break up, forgive them for a mistake, allow them to do something the boyfriend is against. In essence, it is a heightened form of asking, where the person asking feels they have exhausted standard methods and must now use emotional appeal. So it's very important that, you give a person a chance to speak up, and for all of the people that know that you are now wrong after someone has rebuked you or told you off about yourself, the best thing to do is to apologize. You owe that person an apology. And you're going to have to get that person props. You're going to have to say, I'm very sorry that I hurt you. And you are right. Because whenever you are able to admit that you're wrong, that shows growth and maturity. And God will bless you for that. A loser always say, it's not my fault. A winner always admit their fault. And to be quick to say, I'm sorry. And to be quick to say, you are right about what you're saying. And I want you to know that I am very sorry. And I want to make it up to you. What can I do to make it up to you? And that's what a woman usually tell her man after her man made up his mind. She'd be like, what can I do to show you that I'm sincere and I love you? What can I do to make it up to you? So this can work both ways, either for male or female, or it can work for family too. What can you do to make it up to me? I'm gonna give you an example. If, let's say you were sexually abused, you understand? And, and you told your mother, some other things that you never got a chance to tell her whenever you were younger, and let's say that her brother is a preacher and her brother says he is lying about that. He been telling your mother for years that you are lying, you understand what I'm saying? Well, let's say that you told your mother off because your mother had, told you that, are you sure you wasn't dreaming? And let's say that your mother is showing you that she don't believe what you're saying, but she believe what her brother is saying, okay? So what the mother's supposed to do is say, look, I'm sorry about that, you know what I mean? What can I do to make it up to you? And what you tell your mother is, ask him again, because her brother is a preacher, understand? So you say, ask him again. And if he tells you the truth, if he say, yes, I did that up in the past, but I changed, understand? Well then, the mother will tell you, okay, he said he did it in the past, but he changed. Well then, after your mother said that, then you say, well, okay, I'll forgive. You understand? But if your mother asks him, and if he's still lying, saying, no, I have never did that specific thing to him, well then, your mother is supposed to reject him, disown him, you understand? Don't ever go to his church no more and don't have nothing to do with him. Totally shut him down. Like that song say, I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. Heard it all before. Boom, 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 Yeah, so that's what it's all about. Pleading and come, let us reason together, said the Lord. You know what I mean? Because you want to do the right thing. I was making your business to do the right thing and to make up. Be quick to want to make up and to win someone's trust back, to trust you again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and you take care of yourself.